It's Week 7 of the National Football League.
And we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell, who's really putting up incredible numbers all season. 11 interceptions so far.
It's the Black Knights and the Ravens on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Right to the air is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run this one, line up the gut. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On play action, they'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Jackson now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Second and 4. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, it is less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens will take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Play action. It's Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Jackson's throw complete there to Moore.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Second and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 44, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrew. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Jackson on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
London about set to take over on offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Good start. Very casual again. So far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
That's the gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Jackson will throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. 2nd and 6. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
London about set to take over on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, rolling to his right.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw again is Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And on now is the punter, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Jackson, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Jackson's pass complete to Elijah Moore. It's a gain of 7.
From the 29, Jackson has got his man. It's in. Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way. Room here to run. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Black Knights are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, You could just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Black Knights have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. They juked him again with a juke. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL with their partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Delay of game, offense.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
107 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.